Drake song right now, the Tootsie Slide
That
remix.
remix is dope. That remix is dope. You
It just
know,
hit my
Drake's the
email.
homie. He's good people.
Drake loves talking about you in a record. Does he have any records where he doesn't talk about Fabo?
Oh, I don't know. I'm definitely happy that he decided to do so. Though I'm glad my music influenced him.
Oh yeah, he always says, what did he say in what is the one where it's like, Kiki, do you love me? He talked about you in
Uh,
that record too.
it was the I think it was the Nice for What. You got the
The Nice for What?
mangoes. He's showing out. Yeah,
Yeah,
he
yeah,
always
yeah.
throwing me a shout out or two or whatever, you know. And I seen him what maybe a couple of months ago. He was on his Instagram and he was I don't know if he was trolling me or not, but he just threw on the Starting to See Spaceships on Bankhead shirt, and then the D4L song came out, so I thought that was dope, you know.
Oh yeah, yeah. I love the D4L album. I mean,
Yeah, that was dope. So you know, him, Future, I think it was Thug. That they
yeah,
ripped
Thug's
that
on it.
song. Yeah,
That's
they ripped
probably
that
my
song.
favorite song on that. Are you gonna be on the remix for that, or how is that in the works?
I did my own remix to that one.
Okay, okay, yeah, okay. That's awesome. So what have you been up to these past since March, since the quarantine has happened? What
Oh man, I can tell you this much right here. It's been like nonstop work, work, work. You know, I'm already a workaholic. I'm a workout freak. You know, I'm always trying to push my body to the limit. You know, it's just always looking for something new to do, something original, trying to create something different.
Mm-hmm. And so have you been working on some dances recently? Some new
Oh
dances?
yeah, I'm definitely working on dances and stuff. I have a $1,000 challenge going on right now on Instagram, which is the Geek Jump Challenge. You know, and I threw a little snap in that for all the people that like that old school snapping. And
Mm-hmm.
I just think it's a great song or whatever. It's actually a motivational song for the times that's going on. I mean, I felt like no one can sit on the sideline. Everyone has to do their part. But me being the ball of joy that I am, I had to, you know, put it my own twist on it. So the song is like you got to jump, stick out
Mm-hmm.
your neck, then kick. Ooh, you got to drag that leg to the side. You got to beat that drum. Like it's like saying you gotta get at it. You feel what I'm saying? You got to get in it. You know, no one can stand on the sideline.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, it's dope.
Okay, so okay, before we get into like the meat and the potatoes, I have a silly question.
Yeah,
Do you have one pair of the white glasses that you've had the whole time, or do you have like a lot of different pairs of the
I
white
have
glasses?
I have a lot of different glasses that I have, but
Okay.
yeah, I maybe have a pair of glasses that too that I've had the whole time, especially the ones I wore on Soul Train and Apollo. I keep those with the outfits, and yeah, definitely have a pair of Versace's here. That
I feel like that they should be like put in a museum, like in the future,
yeah.
like one of these days.
The actually the reason why I started doing that was when see I was in prison from '97 to '99. And once I got out of prison, I hooked up with Raheem the Dream. But my little brother, he used to always have these big white shades on. And he's been incarcerated for 20 years now. So, you know, I started wearing these shades. He actually taught me how to rap, you know, to do
Okay.
bars and stuff like that. And he's been incarcerated ever since. Like literally, I was out 3 days and they came and got him, you know, 3 days later. He's been incarcerated for 20 years. So,
Oh, wow.
you know, I wear the white shades for him. It's the same humility. It may be crazy to other people, but that's all I have of my little brother, you know, as far as physically on the street, you know, and I keep that memory. He's dope though. He love to see me with him on too. He's like, taking my style, man.
Mm-hmm. So basically, that's a way for you to pay homage to your
Yeah,
brother.
I mean, just keep him with me because you know I was singing. I used to be out there. Oh yeah, good loving body rock. I was out there trying to sing to the girls, you know.
Oh,
And
okay.
he realized times were changing, man, and started going up to that pool palace just freestyling, and the rap stuff just came along. You know, I'm a natural, you know, if I do say so myself. Nah.
Mm-hmm. So D4L, how did D4L? I know the answer to this, but everybody else might not.
Yeah.
D4L, how did D4L start? Like, how did y'all get together and be like, we want to do a group?
Oh no, actually D4L was already a big organization before I got there. I
Okay.
mean, Shawty Lo has basically been in my life since I was maybe in high school or whatever. I remember when I was in the band and we'd be at the top of the hill practicing after school or whatever, and Shawty Lo would ride by in this burnt orange Monte had the bowling ball color on it. Like, you got to imagine, you know, to us in the hood, these are our heroes, you know, and it's crazy, you know, that we think like that, but this is who we see getting money, you know, living their lifestyle or whatever. And then he did a lot of the basketball tournaments, and I played basketball, so I ended up hooking up with his sister in one of these classes that we went to. And so when Bankhead started to crumble, I started hanging out in Barn Homes, and Lo was like, yo, you really want to do this and everything, but I just so happened to go on the run. But it was already like that entity, like
Mhm.
D4L was that entity.
Mhm.
I was battling against them at the Pool Palace every week. Me and K-Rab, I don't know if you know K-Rab, but he was the
I
one
know
that
K-Rab.
Taffy track.
Yeah.
And it just like, you know, it was just like a marriage. We just started coming together. I started hanging out at the studio. I moved in Mook B car wash. He put me out, you know. And Lo was like, you can stay up at the trailer. And, you know, the rest of it was history. The chemistry was crazy. We was always in the studio after the club anyway. And
Mhm.
that's when the songs started coming out. And we weren't really a group. See, people don't know that we're all solo artists. Lo wasn't a rapper at first, you know.
I know.
He had to kind of grow into it because we was being lazy, you know what I mean? He's like, yo,
Mhm.
I'm gonna pick this man up and I'm gonna go, because he's a hustler, and I just admire Shawty
It's
for
kind of
that.
like the
R.I.P.
Easy E type of story.
Yeah,
Yeah. Okay. So.
Shawty just had that. And I think you know, with all of that going on, that chemistry coming together, we did the Bet You Can't Do It Like Me song, lashing out that franchise, you know, yeah, because they stole our dance.
Mhm.
And we felt like that was messed up. So when you hear me first come on the track, it's like, you thieves, you know what I mean? That's the first thing I say. And that was balling in the streets. And I think franchise came off the road and dropped Lean with it, Rock with it. And kind of we felt like they was hijacking our movement. And I was like, oh, because we didn't have that machine behind us. And
Mhm.
lo and behold, we dropped Laffy Taffy. I think that's what made us a group. I mean, we literally
Mhm.
started just banding together, and Lo just put it together after that, you know.
Yeah.
R.I.P. Shawty.
So even with Laffy Taffy, there was a lot going on with that record too. I know Shorty Low, he's not in the video, right? For
No, no,
starters.
no. Actually, Shawty is in the video. Actually, in the very beginning of the video, you see Shawty Low, D Money,
Okay.
and Mike Jones.
Okay, I got you. But he's not like a prevalent person in
No,
the
no, no,
whole
no, no, no,
video
no.
too.
He was Shawty Low was never really a member of the group. He was just like, we weren't a group. Like it was like it just happened. So you know,
Right.
you just imagine a whole bunch of homeboys hanging out at the spot all the time, always being together. I was basically the main rapper out of the clique because me and Young Dro used to be a group. So I was already kind of like hood famous. Me and
Right.
Dro being in the Type for Life training camp with Drummer. We had the left, right, left,
Yeah,
get on.
yeah.
Like we
Uh-huh.
was on the bench. Like we on the bench, like me and Dro in the wings. Like it's a platinum artist on our label at that time, and this dude just like go to jail. And so it's like, oh my God, we back in the streets. And yeah, so I was already like, I was on the Money remix with franchise. I
Mhm.
was on B and Lil Mark, which is members of D4L. I was on their remix, and Lo was like, yo, I think we should do something, man. Man, that was the best idea he ever had.
Mhm. Yeah, I know, right? Yeah, especially with the Laffy Taffy song. So how I met you guys, which is really funny story, was on MySpace.
Yeah.
Um, on MySpace, Born Immaculate sent me a friend request.
Yeah, Born is the homie. Born is the
This
homie.
was and this was when MySpace was popping, so this was like 2005, like
Yeah,
2006. You know what I
2005.
mean?
That took 3 years to load the page up.
Yes,
Song won't
yes.
stop playing.
Oh
Like,
yeah, I know. So yeah, so I used to be rolling up and everything, try to see what's popping with the music artists and stuff.
yeah,
When I got to Atlanta, because I had literally just moved back to Atlanta. I had moved away from Atlanta, and then I had just moved back. So
yeah,
when I moved back and I met Born and Fury and Mook B and everybody like that, that was when I really like started playing more of like the updated Atlanta sound. Because before
yeah,
that, I
yeah,
was still
yeah,
like playing into like Jay Dilla and Madlib and
yeah,
like
yeah,
weird shit. You know what I mean? I got like more mainstream and like what was popping in the streets and like
yeah,
updated and
definitely,
everything. Because of you
definitely.
guys, I
Yeah,
might still be playing Tribe Called Quest at the
we
club.
had it rocking. We definitely had it rocking. And a lot of people don't know we had a lot of songs in the street. And you had other artists out there too that never really made that leap, that had songs that pushed that era too, which was Trap Squad. Remember that West Hand and
Yeah, 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 yeah.
that was like the hottest song in the club, and they never made it. So it's like, what
And
was the
Stuntman
Baker
too.
Road click? Block Kid,
Yeah,
Anita Block Kid, like those songs I
yeah.
thought was gonna go like, and
Mhm.
so people don't know it was other songs that was a part of that era that was
And
driving it.
other
So
people too. Don't forget about remember Stuntman. Don't forget about
yeah,
Stunt.
I mean, with Stuntman, well, basically Stuntman kept the lights on when Low went to jail. So that's
Right.
what I'm saying. Like these, they weren't rappers at the time. Like, so when I'm having these stories, it's like they kind of came in a little bit later. It with the Laffy Taffy, Stuntman still wasn't a rapper, but he was trying to figure it out. You know what I mean? He was in the studio writing
Mhm.
all the time, and Laffy Taffy was one of the songs that he decided to write a verse on. And when I say we weren't a group, it's basically whoever was on the song, that's who became the group. But it's like 100 people right now when you run into them, I'm a member of D4L.
I know. Yes, they do that. They do that. Down for life. And shout out to my girl Queen.
Yeah, man, Queen is everything, man. Queen is dope. Like Queen, she's been around since the beginning. I mean, she was the driving force behind Lowe's projects and stuff like that. So she's working with Rollo right now and all of this situation right here. She's a gem, man, definitely.
Yeah, she is. So they said that Rollo is going to be getting out soon.
Yeah, I heard that.
I don't know anything.
I don't know. I can't wait though. You know.
We need some different stuff out in the streets, you know?
Yeah, Rollo got that street flavor. He already got that whole connection with the street down pack. I think he got his followers on go, like they ready. Yes, and with the movement that's going on right now with Black Lives Matter and everything in the streets, we need somebody like that with a voice.
I know. I think that we do too. Now, okay, so before now with the whole Black Lives Matter movement and the protests and everything like that, we always like cared about those type of stuff, but we were always like me being the DJ, we were like more interested in having fun and like promoting party music and kind of getting away from like the harsh reality of what we've been, you know, dealing with, you know, in the streets and everything like that. How do you feel that everything has been shifting? Like, do you think that the music is going to be more serious, or is it going to still be fun but just a little bit more political, or how do you think that this is going to affect the music?
I definitely believe that, you know, you've always had that conscious, you know, aspect to the music or whatever with hip hop, you know, by it crossing over into the mainstream like it has for like the past 3 or 4 years. I think that the younger generations, the Chopper, what's that Chopper NLE, the Polo G's, the Roddy Riches, they're bringing a different aspect to it. Like they're doing their own thing. You got people like Gunna who got musical voices like him and Thug. You got Lil Baby. Like it's like I think they make the transition of giving you that already. Like it wasn't in these terms to the point whereas people look more like Martin Luther King or Malcolm X nowadays, you know, with their delivery. But I think you've been getting that, like for like the Derez Deshawn's, he was giving it to you Rod Wave. He just gave it to you like that. So right before this jumped off, I think these cats prepared the hip hop industry for what was about to happen. That bubble being able to burst so quickly with the cops just, you know, acting like they having their way, like they are. People like, I'm fed up.
Yeah, exactly. And speaking of Derez Deshawn, I think that's interesting that you bring that up, because that's one of the main subjects that Derez Deshawn talks about is the loyalty, and not just the loyalty, but like the lack of loyalty and just some of the stuff that's going on in the streets with
basically that pain is there. That pain is always going to be there. And just, you got cats like me that's always going to bring that smile. I'm a bowl of joy. I love to bring the fun to the party. But even sometimes, you know, these issues, they hit so hard that I can't, you know, write that type of music myself. But I mean, you know, all in all, we always learn how to smile. We human. You know, we hate to see people in pain. And I think the majority of us are going to band together and figure this out. But I think that aspect of music has always been there. You got people like Common, Talib Kweli. You got these cats that's always releasing conscious music to keep us, KRS-One, keeping us focused. Yeah.
X-Clan, Sister Soldier. Remember, Public Enemy. It was like always like that.
Yeah, but I mean, you know, we're always going back to them songs. But like you said, nowadays, people are more conscious. You're hearing a lot more music. The Lil Baby song, Bigger Than Black and White, literally brought tears to my eyes.
Oh my God, yeah, right. Well,
like,
I feel like there was a time in music where it was like we didn't want to talk about that. Like we said, we wanted to talk about the fun things. And I think that now that I'm realizing that we have this group of kids that grew up to our music and the music that I was DJing and stuff like that, and there's things about Black history and the messages that Malcolm X and Martin Luther King said that they don't really even know, because we have
facts.
That we
Big
tell
facts. Them. Yeah, I mean, literally, when I'm on people pages sometime and they post some of these pictures and you go through the comments and it's like, who is this? When was this? And I'm like, I learned this in school.
Right. Yeah, exactly. Like, who was it? Big X had posted something yesterday and they were like, where are all the slave ships? What happened?
Yeah, I thought that was interesting too, or whatever. That was that's one of the questions that we all have.
Yeah, well, recently, you know, especially with all this going on, you know, I've been on YouTube with my son and I've been having him watch Martin Luther King speeches and stuff like that, because I was like,
definitely.
He got to know who all these people are. He got to know about Angela Davis and everything. We actually watched the whole documentary about the slave ship project, because there are people that literally go out there.
Yeah, there are people looking for the
dive.
actual slave ships. There are documentaries on the History Channel and the
Yeah,
Discovery Channel that people can go look up. But you know us, we're kind of skeptical about the stories that's being told and laid out.
Oh,
We want
yeah.
to find out for ourselves.
Yes,
I'm going to look
exactly.
for myself, pray for Jesus. No, I mean, you know, people just waking up to wanting to know a lot of different things or whatever, you know, about their past, because without your past, there is no future. And I think it's just putting a bow on it, clamping it up for some people, and it's hard to do that when you have so many gaps.
Yeah, I know. I definitely think that there's a lot of the gaps. So tech.
Yeah.
How are you moving forward into this whole tech thing?
Oh, tech. I'm technological savvy. I found out recently that I'm a nerd. I actually, you want to hear me talk tech? Okay.
I do.
Well, I decided to start my when the Instagram account was going crazy or whatever with the lives or whatever. And during this quarantine time, I found time to give families like $25. You know, I said, I'll buy you a 3-5, you know, and stuff like that. But I really expected families to go get a couple packs of hot dogs, some bread, some bologna, something like that. And during that, I invented this character, you know, that you see with the Mickey and all of that stuff. But it encouraged me to go in, buy me a new computer, which I bought was I think I bought the Mac Mini first, and I was like, oh, maybe too small for what I want to do. I want to upgrade it a little bit more. Started working with the Ecamm, the OBS Labs, OBS Studio. So I bought a dual processor, 12-core, 48 gigabyte, 48 gigabytes of RAM. I think I got 2 drives in there, like 500 gigabytes or whatever. I bought the 4K Cam Link. I bought I actually bought the 4K 60 Pro first, but it didn't fit inside the Mac. It didn't fit inside my son's PC, so I went back and bought the HD 60 Plus. I actually bought the HD 60 first. Took a long time to come. I actually have the 32 key Stream Deck, Elgato Stream Deck. I have the I think the other thing is Elgato too, and I have the Elgato Cam Link, 4K Cam Link. I'm working with the Canon EOS Rebel 7.3i or whatever for my streams or whatever. Yeah, and I plugged all of that up and didn't get a picture come through. And so I was like, oh, wow, what am I going to do now? So I opened the computer up. I went and installed a 3.0 hub, which was like $39 or something like that. I shot that in the back. Still didn't work. So I was like, maybe I need a graphics card because this computer is like mid-2010. So I went and looked inside of the computer, and lo and behold, I got a GTX GeForce 770 in there, which is like 2008, 2009.
Oh, right.
Yeah, so I was like, oh, so what am I going to do about that? And right now I'm updating my graphics card, which is going to be probably a Radeon 580X module that comes out of the cheese grater. But guess what? They're so new in the cheese grater, they don't have any, you know, and and the ones that you're finding online right now is on eBay. So, yeah, that's not just it, but I don't want to go all the way, but I can keep going, like, definitely.
Listen, that was so nerdy. I'm just letting you know that now. But no, trust me, we're big nerds over here too. And man, it's a big learning curve trying to do all this streaming stuff. So as far as the streaming goes, where's your favorite place to stream to that you get the best?
I was trying to stream on all platforms or whatever. I think my Facebook audience is like my biggest audience, and my Instagram audience have just grown, you know, with the recent character that I use. And I only use Instagram because I'm able to plug people in and talk to them directly. With my Facebook, it's just like I'm sitting there talking and it's making. After a while, you start feeling crazy. Yeah. You know. So with the OBS Streamlabs and stuff like that, you're able to put in a beginning and an end scene. You can put in a standby scene in case you want to get up and get your drink. You got overlays and stuff that you can put your name up there. You got different scenes that you can switch to. If I want to show this view, like right now, you know, we got something like that going on, which is actually in my studio right now or whatever. And I moved everything out because I'm putting stuff back in piece by piece. I just bought some Yamaha H8s and Yamaha H11 subwoofer. I think it's a Focusrite i8. Whatever, like, that's what I'm saying. Once you buy one thing, you figure out that you need USB microphones, you need the stand, you need
adapter, you need this, you need that. Trust me.
So you've been there.
Oh yeah, we've definitely.
It's one little adapter can save your life.
And guess what? I know. And then you know what? I even ordered the iRig and I haven't even used it because we have all the OBS set up.
Yeah, somebody was showing me something. Was it a Magic something? It was like, I was like, yo, that's out of my league. It was like $1,900. And I was like, no, I'm not looking for stuff that big. I'm going to take $1,900 and buy a stand, a this, or that.
Yeah, and I know that Magic thing. It was Ro that was probably telling you about the Magic. That's
yeah. I think it was, Ro.
Yeah.
Yo, I was like ate this, ate that, 8K. I was like, I don't even know what 8K is. Like,
I know.
I'm still trying to get my computer to show 4K.
I know.
So do you have any other new songs already?
No, I need you to tell me about the new songs, and I need them, and I need to play all of them.
Yeah, well, the new songs are out on all platforms. The Again record, I thought I had them send it in. They was updating my press kit, so you may have gotten it a little late today.
Okay. We need the press kit and the pictures, but yeah, do you have any videos out? Did you cut any videos?
Well, I have a couple of videos out already with the Corleone Smith and Weston video, and I have the Sookie Hunter video, the old A Baby, whatever. I just did Wildin' Out, which is supposed to air right here in August. I think at the beginning of August. So it's just like busy work. I just did the Tootsie Slide remix video without Drake, you know. But yeah, I'm working on it. I just released the Jump Dance tutorial, which is going crazy on TikTok right now. And by the way, it's $1,000 contest. I am Fabo on Instagram. You know, you just send me your video to enter, and if you got the best jump challenge, I'm gonna give you $1,000. Okay. You know, so yeah, and I give away money on my Instagram every day, so you know, just follow through.
Okay, I'm gonna make sure that I follow through. I'm gonna tell everybody to follow through. Well, thank you so much for coming through. I'm about to play one of these new songs on the radio. I'm gonna decide which one in just a second.
Yeah, it's going down. You know, everything is nice. The K Camp album is nice. The new Tatted Up remix. K Camp is. I think I credit K Camp for making me get serious about doing my own song, and yeah, that's how you get the Jump and the Again records. K Camp was like, yo, you want to do a song? I was like, oh, I do a song with him, I'm out of retirement.
I know. How long? You've been in the music game, what, like 20 years now?
Yeah, maybe 25 years doing music, period. I hooked up with Raheem in '99, Raheem the Dream. He's like real famous for the dance music and stuff like that. He had me and Young Dro. Ended back up in Bankhead, ended up with Shawty Low, and you know.
What was the name of the group that you and Dro was in?
The Type for Life Training Camp.
Okay.
The Type for Life. We actually dropped 2 albums. Like we dropped the Type for Life Training Camp, and we dropped. I think it was I think it ended up on the Fabo Uncaged album. A lot of the songs that we didn't do, but Dro got some bangers that I know that.
Dro literally low key is like freaking a superior.
Yeah, he's a lyricist. You know how I got into the rap just like on a day-to-day basis by battling Dro. We well, basically once I got out of prison or whatever, you know, I'm just like in the streets. My name was already crazy in the streets or whatever. They used to call me roguish. I don't know what that meant, whatever. But you know, everybody was like, yo, you should battle Dro, you should battle Dro. And I was like, yo, I already knew who he was, you know, from being around Bankhead and stuff like that. But I'm from Bankhead. I think he had family out there or something. He used to just be out there all the time. But yeah, so I started battling this guy. I started going to Etheridge. I was over on the porch, like we going at it. Like who won? I won, he won. Like we battling. So this guy named Noah took us out of Bankhead one day, you know, in the same car. We drove to meet Raheem the Dream, and we met him. And Raheem was like, yo, I want to sign you guys. He put us with a cat named Tommy Gunn, and he was like, yo, I want y'all to check out Drummer. Within like the next 2 months, Drummer go to jail for all of the stuff that he goes on. So basically the whole time, left, right, left, and I got my jeans and my boots. These songs are going. We're kind of working on our project and promoting drum and stuff. And I think Dro went to Rocco after that, and we kind of separated. But ever since I've known him or whatever, his skills have been like, you know, at the top. Like, you know, he's always had a different name for a car. You know, Chris Fenner, Paul Penner with Tropicana, Joe Penner. Like he was doing this like way back then, you know.
Yeah, the TikTok song is too hard though. And
yeah, that TikTok song is. We actually had a show the other night at the Cosmopolitan where we both, you know, debuted the new songs, and he had me in there doing my dance, doing my TikTok, flip flop, blah blah blah. Yeah.
That's awesome. Well, thank you so much for stopping through. We're gonna
get thank you so much for having me by, Queen. You know, this is dope. You know, I'm always happy to stop by and you know, chat with a beautiful lady too at that. You see what I'm saying? So yeah, you know, dope, really dope, man. Thanks for having me.
Team player.
You got the jump, stick out your neck, then kick. Ooh, you got the drag that leg to the side. You got to beat that drum. Ooh, you got to pop that one time. You got to lock that the jump, stick out your neck, then kick. Ooh, you got to drag that leg to the side. You got to beat that drum. Ooh, you got to pop that one time. You got to lock that